Hello, how you doing? Where are you watching from? Let's have an honest discussion. So, how are you doing? Happy New Month once more. Can you hear me? So where are you watching from? Okay, today I just want us to have an honest discussion. Yeah, sometimes our stories can help. Our stories can help the next. Never can tell, right? So I want us to have an honest discussion. And that's why I tagged this particular session things I wish I knew earlier. All right, so there are so many things I've made. For me, I've made lots of mistakes. I don't know about you, I'm not a perfect human. I know that no human is perfect, but there are people that feel they are perfect. The people that feel nobody should make errors. No, I don't believe in that. To err is human, right? So I just want us to be honest. I'll share my stories, and I wish you could also do the same so that we can learn, right? So there are lots and lots of things I need to talk about, but then we'll just see the areas we can talk about today. All right. So please, if you are here, just tell me where you're watching from. Tell me where you're watching from. Let's connect so I can call you by name. And then when we're having conversations, I would want everyone to contribute because I just want us to learn. Let's just learn from our wins, our mistakes, and all. Okay, so let me start with okay, let me start with education. I don't know who is a student here. Please, if you are here, just double tap on the screen. Let me know you are here. I'm seeing how many persons. All right, so uh, let me talk about my education. Right, I am from a family of five. All right, okay, so I'm in the middle. I'm the middle born, middle child. Yeah, by the grace of God, I was a bright child. I was a bright child. Yeah, in the sense that I was not doing badly in school. I wasn't doing badly because I think I was this kind of child that always knew what I wanted, and then I would go for what I wanted, right? I was young, but I kept dreaming. I kept having big dreams, big dreams, and I kept um, setting targets and also trying to meet the targets. I never looked at my environment like when I never looked at limitations, right? I always, I conceived something in my mind, and then I just believe that I can do it. I just always have this kind of I can do it kind of mindset, right? And I think it's a gift. I don't know how to I don't know how to give up. It doesn't mean that I've not given up in some things, but if it's I try to give everything a fight, until it's beyond me, then I'll back out. That's it will be so crystal clear that okay, this is a no, but I hardly give up. So as the third child, I also never looked at my older siblings. I never looked at maybe what I didn't have or what I had, but I just kept dreaming, you know. Like I said, I was not a dull child. I was bright. So I kept on going like that. Always giving me that love. Thank you so much. Please double tap on the screen as well if you are here and tell me where you're watching from. I want to connect with you as I'm sharing my story. I want to connect with you as well. So at least we put a chat. If you write something there, I'll know your name. I'll call you by name as I'm talking. And I also want you to share with us. Okay, so right now I'm talking about my education, right? I was saying that I was not a dull child, yeah. So even in my class too, my growing up days too, I was not at the bottom. I was not at the average. At least I'd always been amongst the top, like at least top five. Okay, let's say if it's a class of 10, I could be, yeah, top five, top three, and all that. So that was not a bad thing, right? And so I went on with that. I kept going. I finished my nursery school. I was this type that I'll tell my mom I need this and I need that. I'll go for it. Okay, then primary school too, right? I went like that. I was this self-motivated kind of person. Yes, I was always, I don't know what motivates me, but I have this kind of motivation. Then fast forward to secondary school, like I was saying, so my high school or secondary school, I was also almost like that. I was like that too. Success, Nena. Thanks for joining. Love you. Thanks for joining. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you. Yes, Nena, welcome. Thank you. I appreciate, please. Thank you so much. Yeah, so I want us to talk about things we wish we knew. I'm good. I'm doing good, my love. I'm doing so good. Joy, Ine, Joy, you're welcome to my live stream. Success, I love you too. I love you. Joy, welcome, welcome, welcome. Thanks for joining. Just this afternoon, I just felt like discussing some things, and I said, things I wish I knew. We always have this regret, or always like, there are things I was, thank God I took that bold step. You know, those kind of things. I just want us to talk about it. So I'm starting, everybody will talk. So I just want to talk about the education aspects, right? So I was saying that I was at least, I was an average student to the, like, I was part of the high flyers, yeah. So I talked about my nursery, primary, and then secondary. So even in my secondary school, I was, oh, Joy just subscribed. My God, I love you. Thank you so much. Thank you, Joy. Thank you, please. Thanks. Double tap on the screen and let the thumbs up increase. All right, so more people can come in. Okay, so fast forward to secondary school. Like I was saying, I was always this kind of self-motivated young child that never saw challenges like roadblocks. No, when I see that challenge, I will try my best. I will give it a good fight. Success. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, so secondary school. In my secondary, I already knew what I wanted to study. I knew what I wanted. I knew the subject, and I was, I was really going like that. I was so motivated. I don't know why. Like, if I believe in one thing, I go for it. Thank you so much. Thank you. I'll smile some more. Nena, thank you. Thank you. Thanks for joining. Please double tap on the screen if you have not done that. I just have one thumbs up. If you double tap, more people can come in. All right, so I was saying, so in my secondary school now, I was so self-motivated. I knew what I wanted. I knew the subjects. I did not wait for anybody to motivate me. Like, I just motivate myself. Like, I'll say, I need this one. Okay, I don't have, okay, no problem. I'll get it next time. I'll fight for it. I'll read when I need to read. You understand? And then I fast forward to university. I finished my secondary school. I want to say something about my academics. That's what I'm talking about. I'm starting with academics. So, in my university, I'm telling you the things I wish I knew. Honest truth, honest discussions. And please do it to tell me, at least when I'm done with one, somebody will tell us one too, so that we can learn from it. Who is laughing? All right, so I went to the university with that same mindset, that same spirit of I can do it. self-motivation. It's not just to read and pass. Please, if you can relate with that, just tell me you can relate to what I'm saying. It's not just to read and pass. Success. Okay, yeah, interesting. Honestly, I went to the university with that kind of mindset, you know. Is it not just to read and pass? Am I not the one that read and passed? Am I not the one that wrote my exams? And you know, with my background and the kind of person I don't even know how to cheat. So I know that I must read, you know, to pass. And I'll pray. I believe in God. I'll pray. Yeah. And then I'll read. I must read. I cannot go to any exam or test without reading. So I had this kind of, you know, backing or mindset that it's not just to read. My dear, I did not know that it was beyond that. When I got into university, I had a hard knock. That's why I'm saying things I wish I knew. And that's why once I just crack the code on something, I try to tell as many people as I can tell, because that can help them. And pass through that does not mean that you should pass through. That's why we have people in our lives, okay? Right. So I said I entered university with that same mindset that it's not just to read now. I'll read and pass. Oh my God. I really did not know. I wish I had somebody. Okay, like I was saying that I'm the third, right? I'm a third child. I'm the middle. I'm in the middle. I had older ones. Joy said, as in, I'm telling you, I said, as I was so like, it's not just to read and pass. I know I can read, I will pass. I didn't know that university was different from secondary school. And like I was saying, that since I was this kind of self-motivated child, I I didn't look at my older ones. I just wanted what I wanted. I wasn't competing. That's just me. I want this, I go for it. If it's a wrong decision, I still stick by it. I take responsibility. Do you understand? But then I know when to do a U-turn. So I went to university and I started reading, you know, and something happened along the line. I wish. I wish somebody had. Okay, okay. Like I was saying that I wasn't the first child, but coincidentally, I got into school, you know, before my older ones. It was when I got admission that my siblings are so, oh my God, look at this little girl. So they all also started looking for admission, and then I actually did a kind of remedial program first, and then we now all entered. So now remember, we now entered at the same time. So I didn't have any older sibling to tell me don't do this or do this. You understand? To tell me that university is not the same as secondary school. Nobody told me. Yeah, success. I hope you are relating what I'm saying. I just want to be honest. Honestly, let's talk. I'll say my own, you can say your own, because you never can tell who will be blessed with this. You never can tell who needs to hear this, all right? So I got into university. Like I was saying, that self, can you do a live stream of how is how to start? I'll do that definitely. Oh, really? I'll do that. I'll do that. I say, can you do a live stream of how to start a YouTube channel? It looks fun. I'll do that. I'll do that video. I think I'll upload that video on Monday. So just go to, even in my, if do you have a channel, Joy? Do you have a channel? Go watch my videos. You can start with shorts first, but I'll do a video on that. Monday, I'm going to upload that just for you. I'll dedicate it to Joy. All right. So I was saying something. So I got into university. Please, let's double tap on this screen. I'm seeing just one so that more people can. All right, Joy, you're welcome. I'll do it. I'll do it just for you. I'm going to do that. I have a busy schedule, but I'm going to upload that video. Please double tap on this. I'm seeing, the second person has done that. Another person again, double tap so that more people can be notified. Let's really talk. I want everybody to talk. I want it to be engaging. All right, so I was saying that, like now I got into the university, I didn't have any older sibling to advise me. So I learned my lessons. I learned some things by making mistakes. I learned by making mistakes. Do you understand? So now, like I said, I'd always read for every exam. And so I went into university with that same mindset. Nobody to hold my hands. In fact, the very first time I went to the university, that was University of Port Harcourt. It looked like I traveled out of the States. I went alone. I was so tiny then. Like, but the mind, there's this mindset. You know, when I make up my mind to do something, I told you I was always this self-motivated. Yeah, so I went in like that, not knowing anybody, not know having any uncle, elder one, older one, no, just me. I went there. I was asking questions. You know, then when I remember when I got there, I would see some parents with their children, holding their hands, entering some offices. Ah, for me, I was like, well, God, I'm with you. The mind, I don't know, the little girl with a big mind, like, or like with a big God, that kind of thing. I don't know why. I don't know if I still have that mind. So I got into university, and the first semester came. I have a medical background, like I did human physiology, though that's not what I'm doing for a living today, right? So I was in a college, so we're all together. So was it not reading? I read, and then I had some friends again that were also good in what they were doing. So we formed a reading group. Do you understand? So I'm telling the story of my life. I'm telling you what I wish I knew. I wish I knew this. Thanks, who's giving the love. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yeah, I love you too. All right. So remember, nobody gave me any advice. Nobody said, okay, this university, you have to get this and that. No, 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 no. No, I learned by mistake what I know today. But thank God for that mistake. It helped me in my other degrees. Right? Okay, so I went into the university like that. Let's praise God. Welcome, welcome, welcome to my live. So please double tap on the screen and tell me where you're watching from. Okay, so I went into the university like that, and then the first exam, before the first exam, like I said, I had some friends. Oh, let's praise God. You're new. You're welcome. Welcome to my family. To this family, you're welcome. You're welcome. Thanks. Team Walker. Thank God for everything. Yes, we thank God for everything. God is good. God is awesome. All right. So, like I was saying, I'm talking about what I wish I knew now in terms of my academics, my education, right? So we also we formed a reading group, myself and my friends. Oh, let's praise God from my country. Thanks. Do you know my country? What's the name of my country? All right. Okay. Okay. So we formed. Just let me just say this now. We formed a reading group, and so I was. How were we doing it? Like, let's say we want to do anatomy, for instance. Okay, that was my year two. Okay. Okay. Let me just call any random course, but let me just call anatomy first. If it's anatomy now, we are not going to share the topics within ourselves. Oh, let's praise God. Oh, up Ninja. All right, thanks. Okay, I'm joining you guys from Canada. Team Walker from Canada, you are welcome. Please double tap on the screen. Double tap on the screen. All right, so in the study group, we please remember, you're going to tell us what you wish you knew before now, what you wish you knew earlier. You understand? That's what we're sharing now. Okay, you're from America, but you're watching from Nigeria. That's fantastic. All right. Yeah. So would go if we have a particular course now. We're going to share the let's say topics amongst ourselves, and then would now meet at on an agreed date, and then we have discussions, and those discussions were really helping us then. I don't know if they still do those things now. All right. So now, fast forward to when it gets to my turn. I don't know how. When it gets to my turn, the way I would really take my like when we're describing or okay discussing it, because I like to be intentional in most almost everything I'm doing. But if I don't know, if I cannot do it, I won't kill myself. But as much as I can, I'll give it my best. So when it gets to my turn, they will start calling me prof, prof, prof. I say prof to where now? I'm not a prof. It just we read now. We are supposed to read and explain, isn't it? So that's my part. So all right, so that's also, they were not calling me prof then because there were some topics that I got in those days that seemed to be difficult. There are some topics that are difficult, yeah. So, but I don't know, when I read them, in trying to explain them, I would try to break them down, I will try to really break them down and then explain to the best of my knowledge. Little did I know that some people were having those particular topics were so difficult for some persons. So after those discussions, thank you. And sometimes now some of those topics would also appear in our exams, and they will come back thanking me that thank God for that class, thank God for that discussion. You see, it was everything you said I wrote. And guess what? God. Guess what? And then for myself too, there's some of those topics or subjects I really wrote. You know when you write and request for extra sheets? Oh my God. Now I can laugh about those things, yeah? You know when you really write, okay, and then something you prepared for, and you really knew what to write, and you really wrote. So that was what happened to me most of those subjects, because I really prepared, and I knew what to write, so I wrote and filled my scripts in most of those courses. But guess what? Say what? Write what in the comment section. Because this I want to spill like this. This I want to spill like this is very, 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 very serious. Guess what? When the result came out, my result was not fantastic. Those people I thought, those people well in our discussion that I explained things for, most of them got very fantastic results. And then I didn't get a fantastic result in some of them. I started crying. I said, this is not my results. I was like, that wasn't my results. They were also saying, no, 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 go and contest it. Blah, 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 blah. My friends were like, but I was just crying. I said, what happened? Joy in me, but he said, you too. You see now. Now I was like, no, 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 no. Something is wrong somewhere. Something went wrong. That is not my results. They were like, no, 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 no. How can you that made me understand this? No, 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 no. So fast forward to towards the end of year 2. Okay, so that happened in year 1. It's not for all the subjects, right? Then in year 2, what now happened? I was opportune to attend one particular tutorial class by a senior colleague. Yeah, the tutorial was organized by a senior colleague, and so I was part of the tutorial. There are sometimes two persons or people may be in a class, but one person will get a breakthrough and others may just be there. Do you understand? Or we get different revelations or different insights from just one message. So that was what happened. So I was in that particular class. It was not really, I just said, let me just join the class. And then I went into the class. And then the organizer, the person organizing the tutorial class, was talking. Remember, I was still brooding over my results for year 1, and I'm now in year 2. Year 2, we have already entered our faculty courses, right? And it's more complex. So if you're having issues in year 1, know that year 2 will be worse, except there's an intervention. So in passing, this particular tutor now said something that's really that was the game changer for me. Yeah, what did he say? He was saying that, do you know, this is university. Now there are some lecturers that we have different lecturers, right? I don't know if that happens in other universities, but my university, that was what happened. That there's some other lecturers that, okay, as we have different lecturers, they also want different things. There are some lecturers that would want you to, that was University of Port Harcourt. Some lecturers will want you to, like if they ask a question, they may require you to give them extra stuff, like go beyond what was given to you in the class. They would want you to go beyond what was given to you in the class and add more. So in doing that, for you to impress that particular lecturer, you would have to read beyond the handout, read beyond the textbook. You need to read wide for you to impress that particular lecturer. So now that person was, the tutor was telling us that the lecturers are different. That the very first thing you do is that you need to know what each lecturer likes. And now there are some other lecturers that just like you, want you to. Oh, yours was Unizik, okay? Now I was saying that there are some lecturers that don't have time for extra load because they are so busy. Do you understand? So they would want to just highlight your answers. So for those ones that need you to just highlight their answers, if you are highlighting, you see that an answer could just take like half a page. But if you are to explain those things, it can take up to 3 pages. You are still explaining. That's for the course I did. You understand? So in a nutshell, what I understood about what he said was that I need to find out about each lecturer. I need to get their past questions. I need to know what each lecturer wants so that from the beginning, from the onset, I'm preparing according to or based on what the lecturer wants. So for instance, the one that loves you to move stuff like get extra materials, from the beginning you are reading that and then you are gathering materials to start reading for that course. And then the other one that does not want too much grammar, as you read you summarize. So you know that from the beginning you are summarizing. This person does not need extra stuff. So from the beginning you are preparing for that course, you are summarizing. And then there are other people that want you to cram their material. There are people like that. They want you to give them word for word. So what do? I think I need to get water. All right. So there are people that want you to cram their. Then we're still using handouts. Yeah, I don't know about now. I think that they no longer use handouts. So those ones that want you to cram their what do we call it, handouts. So from the beginning you are learning how to cram. So if you don't know how to cram anything for that particular course, you're reading that course is you cramming it. So now can you imagine that different lecturers, and these different lecturers want different things or have different approach, or you have there are different things you need to do to in order to meet each lecturer's needs. So I got that. I said, this was the problem. I said, yes, this was my problem. Because remember those particular courses I was crying for, I really answered those questions. You see those courses, I answered. I really answered because I knew them. In fact, in some of those courses, I requested for extra sheets, and I was not writing rubbish. I was making sense because I love writing. Yes, I'm from River State. I'm from River State, J. Yeah, so I was saying that, yeah, Jay, I said I'm from River State. So I was saying that, when you know, it's raining, okay? So I was saying that as he just said that in passing, I knew exactly where my problem came from. I knew what actually went wrong. And then I now said, wow, how come I didn't know this? How come nobody told me about this? I wish I knew this before I started. I wouldn't have answered one way. My answers were almost similar. Just pouring out everything you have read. I'll just be writing and writing and writing because I have this gift of writing. I'm an author too. I have this gift of writing. When I start writing, it will just keep flowing. I may not talk. I'm not. I may not be. I'm not so much of a good talker. But some people still say I speak well, but then I know I'm not a good talker because I don't like too much talk. But then, when it comes to writing, when I pick my pen and start writing, I can write and write and write. Do you understand? So I was like, whoa. So this is it. This was where I got it wrong. And I was not like, I wish I knew this. I wouldn't have had those grades I had that made me cry. I wish I knew this. But then time was already almost running out. I read human physiology. I'm a human physiologist. Though I'm a teacher today, I didn't really do much with it. Okay, so I said, wow, I wish I knew this. How come I didn't know this? Why didn't I have anybody that told me this? Why will I make this kind of error? How come I was answering the same? I was just preparing for all my courses the same way. Yes, that was where I got it wrong. Nobody told me. Sometimes I used to feel that I'm I'm sacrificing what the first child would have sacrificed. You're welcome to my live stream, please. If you are still here, double tap on the screen and tell me where you are watching from. I have some persons from the US, Nigeria, and all that. Tell me where you're watching from. Let's connect. I can call you by name. All right. So I said, yes, that was it. That was it. That was the missing link. Excuse me. I said, that was the missing link. So now that I've heard, what do I do now? How do I get to know these lecturers? Because now I went, I don't know, those people that sat in that class, I don't know if they really got that insight I got from what that tutor said. I can't remember I said, but that was the turning point for me. That was an eye-opener for me. So I now asked myself, going forward, I still have other. All right, I'm back. Okay, so what was I saying now? See, that's why it's not good to pick calls. I was saying that, please remind me what I was saying. Intacta Media. Intacta Media. Is this not DNA? Intacta Media. Is it not DNA? This looks very familiar. Yay! Thanks for joining. You're welcome to my live. You're welcome. You're welcome. Thanks for joining. Yeah. See, just clicked. Now I know. Okay, welcome to my live stream. Welcome. So where are you watching from? So that the others will know where you are coming from. You were saying something about your teacher. Jay, you're a very good listener. Thanks for reminding me. Thanks. Please double tap in tap. Please double tap on the screen. If you double tap now, the thumbs up will increase. Just double tap on the screen. I have just 3 thumbs up. Oh, beautiful. And then click on the love icon you can see there. Can you see any love icon? If you do that, more persons will have the notification to join. Yes, I was saying something, right? So I was not up. If you're just coming, I'm talking about things I wish I knew earlier. So, but for this particular episode, I'm talking about academics, right? I started from my nursery to my primary to my secondary school and then to the university. How I went into the university with my secondary school mindset, just thinking that once I read, as long as I can read, I can pass any course. That's still true, but there was a twist to that I didn't know. So I learned my lesson the hard way. So I was saying I wish I knew this. So that's the narration I've been giving. So I'm just trying to like just go over so you know what I'm talking about, right? So I'm sharing what I wish I knew. So you feel free once I will soon round up so that you can tell me what you wish you knew before now, because I want to be very interactive. I want us to learn from ourselves. Because every somebody can learn something from what I'm saying, right? So, how did it happen? So, when in that class, when this particular tutor said you have different lecturers, and the different lecturers um need or believe in different methods, so you need to know what your lecturer wants. Like the lecturers that would want you to move extra stuff, like aside the material they give to you, there are some that would want to read wide, because in their questions they will request that you write what they give to you and then other sources, other materials. And then there are also some other lecturers that don't want extra, they don't want any extra, they want you to summarize them, they want you to be highlighted. So those ones, you know that from the beginning you are preparing yourself like that. And then the other categories, there are those that would want you to cram their material and pour it verbatim, like cram it and just vomit it for them. They want it like that. So you need to know your lecturers. And I did not know that. I went in with that mindset of a secondary school leaver, and then it hit me hard. Do you get? So that's what I was trying to explain. And I wish I knew that. I wish I had. Oh, Intacta is watching from Port Harcourt, my city. You're welcome. I'm excited to have you here. Honestly, I'm excited. All right, so excuse me. So now from that tutorial class I went for, this particular tutor explained that different lecturers want different things from you. So the earlier you know what they want from you, the better for you. And in the university, nobody would call an assembly to just explain what they want. You are the one that will find out information by yourself. So having heard that, I said, wow, this was where I got it wrong. Now, trust me, I did not know before now or prior to that time. And so it affected some of my results. Now that I knew, or when I now finally knew it, trust what I will do. Hey, God. I went on a rampage. I said, okay, the lecturers that are ahead of me, I don't really know them because they have not taught me before. How then will I know them? My number 6 now told me that the way to know them is to make friends with people that have gone ahead of you. That's all. This is a top secret I'm sharing with you. I learned the hard way, and I had to learn this too. I learned through my mistakes. So I now said, okay, the way to know these lecturers and what they want is by having relationships or friendship or having connections with people ahead of me. Okay, when I was in year 2, I started talking with people in year 3 and final year. And my friendship then was intentional. Why? I had a mission. My mission was to know what my lecturers want, know how to pass the exams I had ahead of me, right? So I started making friends. Oh. Hey, God. I used to be a very serious introvert. I'm still an introvert. I'm trying. Some people say I'm not, but I think I am. If you are still watching, say hello, hello. Let me know that I'm not alone here. Should I continue? Should I continue? If you want me to continue, say yes. Should I continue this story? I'm not saying response. I want to see response. Should I continue? Let me know if you are following. Who is talking? I said, should I continue? Nobody's responding for now. I'll continue. Okay, so I started making friends with people ahead of me, and that friendship, as at then, was intentional. That friendship was for a mission. The mission was to know my lecturers. The mission was to know what each lecturer wants. The mission was to know how to pass each lecturer's exams. The mission was to know how to pass, like not failing any subject the second time or again. It's not that I really failed, so but I failed based on my standard, understand? But I didn't want to fail again. So I needed to know the lecturers, and I needed to know how to read and how to pass. This is not sorting, no. How to read, how to know what these lecturers wanted. So the journey began. I started meeting people. I would ask, please, this lecturer, how is he? The way he teaches in class, sometimes I don't understand. Please, how did you pass it? Just this lecturer, no, this particular one, he just his exam, his exam is he repeats his question. Just go look for past questions, and then read the past questions. You will understand. And most times he repeats as I will hold that information. When I get to the next person, please, this other lecturer, how is he? How can one? He sounds so tough. What do I need to do? What does he like people to write in his exam? Does he like summarize one? Does he like stuff? You need to move stuff. Does he like this cram work and all that? This particular one, no, he has lots of students. He's taking so many classes, so he does not like any extra answer. Okay, my first degree, I studied human physiology. I wanted to study medicine, right? I was so crazy about medicine. But then I got admission into studying human physiology, though we stayed in the same lecture hall for like 3 years before we splitted to our different specialties. Okay, in that does actually continue. Yes, I will continue. Yeah. All right. So, yeah. So, okay. So I said I was now like out meeting different students. My intention, remember, I had something in mind. What was my intention? To know what each lecturer wants and how to go about it. So I'll greet different people, thank God for those relations. It really helped me. Now that was how I now knew these people. So this was already in year 3. So from that year 3, my God, I knew the lecturers, not like one on one, knowing their names. No, 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 no. What I mean is that I now know what each lecturer wants, and I know how to answer their questions and what they need. I knew the ones that needed extra stuff. I knew the ones that do not like extra work. They just want you to highlight. So you summarize. So when I'm reading, I just summarize because that's what I would do for my exam. And I also knew the people that like stories. Those ones I would give them stories. So I started preparing. So I was reading. I started reading as if it's only reading. I will pray as if it's only praying. Sometimes I will cry, I will pray, but my questions. And it's not that because let's say friend A told me about this particular lecture, that does not mean I will not ask friend B. If I had five friends, I will ask the 5 friends differently. Do you know why? Sometimes friend A can tell you A, B, C and forget E. Friend B will now tell you C, D, E, F, G and forget A. So whatever they told me then, I'll just put them in mind. That was it. All right. So That was how I was able to crack that code. But remember, I really failed. I failed because I did not know some things. I failed because I got into the university with the mindset of with the mindset of a secondary school student. So that regrets from time to time still like, oh, I wish I knew this earlier. And from that time henceforth, my results, no certain, my results became better because I knew how to tackle the different courses, I knew how to tackle the different lecturers. And then I see that was a formula for me. After my first degree, I took that formula and I applied it in my second degree, and I had an amazing result. And even in my third degree, I applied that. I'm not saying talking about that here, but this was, I made that error. I failed very well. That's why I say, if anybody is crying that they have failed before, I say, for me, I have failed. I have failed very well. Like I failed because I did not know, I did not have the information I needed. All right, so that was my story. That was my story. So I failed. The thing is, in a nutshell, I'm saying that I wish I knew how to tackle my lecturers and my exams and my courses. I wouldn't have failed the failure of that time. All right. So I wish I knew that university was not the same with secondary school. I wouldn't have failed in my year one and year two. It's not that it was that bad, but I knew what I wanted. But then I learned by mistakes, or by making the mistake, and through the mistake I got the solution that is still working, that still worked even now, that can still work tomorrow. So that was my regrets concerning my education. So I failed very well. So if you have listened to this time, just say yes. And then in this my story, tell me what stood out for you. In this long story of mine, what stood out for you? So you're going to tell me what stood out for you, and then also say briefly something that you wish you knew earlier. So um, I'm done talking for now. So let me hear from you because it's not a one-way thing. I want to hear from you. If you are still with me here, tell me what stood out for you in this long story of mine. So I'm done with this particular one. So tell me what stood out for you, or what you learned from this my story, my mistake, my story, yeah? What stood out for you? And then if you can also, you can just tell us one thing you knew late that you wish you knew earlier. So I'm waiting for you. I'm waiting for you. I want to know if you were good listeners. Yes, yes, yes. I'm waiting. I'm waiting. I'm waiting. I'm waiting. I'm waiting. Yes, I'm waiting. I'm listening. Intact, are you here? Jay, are you here? Excuse me. Yeah, so, oh, Intact, thank you. Turn eye over, you're welcome. You're welcome, my visitor. Are you just coming? Ah ah I've been telling my story for the past how many minutes, and then you're just coming. I don't know the one you can hear now. All right, so welcome, please double tap on the screen. Let's increase the thumbs up. Double tap on the screen, like tap tap, and then also click on the love icon. Success Nena, yes, your consistency, your strength, and that mindset of not giving up was really great. Ooh. That's amazing. Thank you, thank you. That is it. That is consistency. Consistency is the key. Like, even when it's looking like it's not working, if you keep doing one thing, keep doing it, there must be progress. There must be a shift. Yes. No matter how difficult it is, if you keep doing, no matter the discouragement, if you keep doing something, you will see the result of it. The result may not be so fast, right? It may not be so fantastic, but there must be progress, there must be a shift. So consistency, then the strength, like I believe that everything is in the mind, right? Once you decide to do something, okay, for me, when I decide to do something from my mind, in my mind now, okay, I say I want this, the strength will come. So the consistency, the strength, the mindsets is all you need. You don't need muscle. You don't need heights. Your mindsets, the strength is all you need. Oh, turn, you have been here for a long time. Okay, so tell me what stood out for you. Success, that's true. You've just said it all. That's so true. Yeah, the Intactor says the outstanding point is making friends in classes ahead. Yes, to understand the lecturer's requirements. That's it, that's it, that's it, that's it. That was it. That's just it. Making friends with people ahead. Even do you know that works? That does not just work in education, academics. For instance, now, okay, let's say we are YouTubers. How many YouTubers do you know that are ahead of you? How many YouTubers do you know within your niche that know more than what you know? That's one. When you know them, do you just say, after all, me too, I can speak English? No. Do you try to connect with them? Do you try to make them like, whenever you meet them, be it in the life, be it one-on-one, what is your intention? Do you just want to see them and say hi? No, you must see that question in your mind. Is it the question? You must ask them. Those days, I could ask questions. If I want something from you, except I don't want it, I will ask. If you chase me one day, I will go for that day. I will come again. I'm really laughing though because it's funny. Yeah, it's funny sometimes. It's funny. But then that's the truth. If you want something, go ahead, connect to people that have that thing you want. Yes. Connect with them genuinely. Intacta, yes. You just summarized everything, and that's amazing. That's so interesting. That's what I was just saying. That he said the outstanding points is making friends in classes ahead to understand the lecturer's requirements. Yes, that works for every sector. Collaboration. Collaborate with people. If it's in the business circle, your office, your class, wherever you are, collaborate. Try to make contact with people ahead of you, people that know better. Do you know that at this stage, at my age or wherever I am, when I need something and I see that you have what I need, regardless of the age, I don't look at age. I come to you, except I'm not ready. Oh my God. except I'm not ready, because I know myself. If I know something, if I have something and someone else is in need of it, I'll give it freely. So if I meet you, if I come to you and you feel too big or you don't want to give me, I'll just walk away. Excuse me. I'll walk away. Sometimes people are like that. People don't just want to give. But then if you meet people like that, kindly walk away. It doesn't change you. Problem. So that's it. Making friends, collaborating with people ahead of you will help you, or will also prevent you from making some deadly mistakes. I agree with that. Yes, so can you also share just one little story of what you wish you knew earlier that you now know later? That if you had known these things before now, life would have been easier for you. Yeah. So I'm listening, I'm watching, I'm waiting. Let's learn from you. I'm sure you have learned from my story, from what I wish I knew. Somebody said the strength, the mindset was the difference. Somebody said making friends with people ahead helped. Yes, to know, make me know the lecture, or can help you know the requirements. So I want to learn from you. If you are here, is there anything, no matter how brief or long, just, you can, if it's long, just summarize it, right? But what is that thing you wish you knew earlier? Let's learn. It's an engaging session. I don't want to speak alone. I've been talking. So let's hear from you. Let's learn from you. It could be a line, it could be two lines. What was it that you wished you knew earlier, but you didn't really know it, and then something happened, but now you know, this is how you do it, this is how you do it. You never can tell who will be blessed by what you say now. Yes, you never can tell who can learn from what you've said now. I know that from what I've said, somebody has learned something, or somebody's belief system has been reassured, or something like that. So I want to know, I want to know, I want to know. Yes, I'm waiting. Let me open this door. Yeah, intact. You see, that's making friends. That's the game changer. Yes, intentional friendships. Be intentional. Sometimes I tell my kids, somebody, no, that will be for another day. But then be intentional. Make friends with people. Be intentional. Do you know that if you know something, if you are good at something, there are some persons that will intentionally come close to you, just so that they can know what you know, so that what you know can rub off on them. Then you are where you are, and you need some things, you need this or you need that, and then you've seen somebody that has that thing you need. You are there feeling shy, or feeling big, or asking yourself, what if she does not tell me, what if he refuses? If he does not, you will go. And then what if he does? What if he works out? What if he works out as well? No, we need friends in our life. We need more knowledgeable people in our lives. If you're in a second, you are the only one that knows everything, then you need to check it again. There's nothing wrong, but you need to intentionally go mingle with people that know more than you. Excuse me. Yes. So we are still discussing things we wished we knew that would have made life better or easier. But another thing again, do you know that those errors we make in life sometimes teach us life lessons? Sometimes those errors we make innocent, sometimes those things we were ignorant about and we fell into. For the wise people that learned lessons and then throw the regrets away, those lessons become life lessons, and those lessons become the bedrock on which we stand to succeed in other spheres. I think that's how I see it. So please, let's hear some more. If you were, sorry, is there anything that you wished you knew before, that you didn't know on time, that almost costed, but now you know you are better, you're a better person? Let's share, let's share, let's share. I've shared a lot too. I want to learn from you now. Another day I'll share another one. You see, I said these days. The thing is that I went for a burial today. I'm still on my black, right? I don't want to talk about that. But whenever I go for a funeral and I hear something, it always make me think. I always rethink. I always say that everything I know in this life, all of my experiences, I need to empty myself. There are lots of people out there that need what I have in me. There are people that are out there that don't need to make that error because I've already made the error. So if I don't speak up, if I don't interact, if I don't give out, if I don't empty myself, and tomorrow I die, God forbid, I die with everything, and that is the end. Who benefited from what I know or what I knew? So I keep saying that everything I know, I will say it. If you refuse to tell me what you know, there's no problem. That is you. But me, I want to empty myself. Good people leave this earth. Things happen. Things happen. Let me not just go there. I don't want to be emotional. Yeah, Intacta Media says, you see that. Okay, I think I've read that. Intacta Media says, the mistakes are as important as the good decisions. Absolutely. If not more important, yes. Without the mistakes, one wouldn't have known what lessons to learn. Exactly. That's why till today I'm not afraid to make mistakes. Oh my God. I'm not afraid to make mistakes. I'm not afraid to try out things. But then, if I know that, okay, I have interest in this particular thing, and I manage to know somebody, I think I'm being dramatic now, but then, and I just know one person that knows a little beyond me, I'll come for you. I'll meet you. Please help me. Do you know this thing? And then when I meet, oh, Nas Baptiste, yeah, welcome, welcome, my sis. Welcome to my live stream. Love you. Welcome, welcome. All right, so I was saying that if I know some, okay, so if I'm in need of something, and I see that you know that thing, I will meet you. I'll bring down myself. I'm a lifelong learner. But then, but interestingly, or the twist of it is that many people always come to me for one thing or the other. Sometimes they don't even believe I don't know some things. They just think I know everything. Meanwhile, I'm a learner. But the thing is that if I know this, I will show you. I will tell you everything. I don't know if I'm wrong. Somebody can correct me. Just a moment, please. I'll be with you. Just please remain here. Let me take water. Oh, yes, I'm back. Intacta. Oh, Obukromaro. Intacta. Iye, Gizio. Oh my God. Imbrazia or Balabala. But I'm Noremi. I just spoke in tongues, so. Hey. Yes, 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 yes. Yeah. So the mistakes, okay, I think I've read this comment. Yeah, so there are so many mistakes I've done or I've made in the past. I still make mistakes now. But then I take responsibility. I stick to my words, yeah. Talking. Have you made mistakes? What lessons did you learn from it? Okay. I just remembered one other one again. Oh God. I hope I'm not being so dramatic. Okay. As a little child, that's why I'm a teacher, I'm an early years teacher. That's why the experiences be that's why it's good to allow your children to explore, because those experiences, those explorations will give them these childhood memories that can last for a lifetime. So as I was just talking, I just remember one other one. I thought it's just one I would discuss today. You're welcome to my live stream. If you are still here, tell me yes, I'm here from, and double tap on the screen, subscribe and like. Okay, let's go on now. As a child, I did some things, child. Now we have children and then we see something. Sometimes you just smile, sometimes you still get angry, but then it's part of it. As a child, I remembered we were doing this drama. I think it was with my siblings. Oh my God. I don't want to cover my face. Okay, we were doing this drama. And then in the drama, I was saying that, okay, I was pretending to be, um, hi, how was, like, a high class lady, right? In the drama, I was pretend it was like a pretend play. So I was saying that I'm an high class woman. I don't touch debts. So in the drama, I was supposed to go shopping, right? I was less than 10. This particular incident, I was less than 10. I did not know. We were just acting drama. So I was less than 10. Okay, so in that drama we are doing this pretend play. So in that pretend play I was saying that, okay, I'm a white woman, I'm an English woman, I'm going for shopping, but I don't touch dirt. I don't want to soil my hands, so I'm going to wear gloves. And just guess the shopping I was going for. On that fateful day, my mom went to the market and she just finished cooking. I could remember vividly. She cooked something that has to do with vegetable. Excuse me, with vegetable. So I was now pretending, I think with my siblings or a friend or neighbor, I've forgotten, that I was going shopping. So I will not touch anything. So I wore something like gloves. I will now pick and put somewhere that looked like a bag and pick and pick the dirt they have thrown away. But I was outside. I picked them. I said I was doing drama and brought them inside. Then, so we just continue say, I want to cook. You know, those days we use different things to do this pretend play. Ah, good. So I was pretending to cook. And the next thing, my mom came in and said, and my mom came and was like, ah, why will you mess up this place? Da, 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 right now. Fix it. Clean up. So I started packing the things. In the course of packing those things, I now saw a moving creature, like an insect or like a worm stuff, something like that, in those vegetable pieces of vegetable I picked myself, pretending to be shopping. I picked them, but I was wearing something like a waterproof. I said it was gloves, and then I now went to keep them. So when my mom said pack them, I was less than, I think I was around 7. Why did you mess up this place now? What kind of play is this? Will you pack these things now? I said, yes, mommy. And I started packing those things. It was when I was packing those things, I now noticed something that moved. I said, hey, what is that? I now screamed. I screamed. I said, mommy, look at it. I can't do this. Look at that thing that is moving. She said, you must pick it. She said, you must pack them. You brought them inside. That same hand you used in bringing these things. I said, mommy, look at that worm. I can't touch it. Look at that moving thing. She said, I don't care. I cried. This was not funny. I never knew that those things I picked when I was doing the pretend play of saying, oh, I'm a this, I'm a that, I don't touch that, I don't this, I don't do that, I don't do this. I never knew that those things I picked had a worm or a moving creature somewhere. Now it was time for me to clean up, and I saw that thing. I said, I cried. I cried. I really cried, not a joke. My mom was insisting, you have to pick. She didn't touch me. She didn't she didn't do anything to me. She was just like, pick after yourself. These things you brought back to mess up the house now. Pack them. What kind of drama are you doing? But I started crying. I said, look at that insect. I was crying. I cried out my eyes just to pack those things. Meanwhile, it was the same hands that brought them inside, though I was wearing gloves. Do you understand? So I didn't know that vegetables could have all those caterpillar, worm, and all that. So that day, after that day, I did not do that particular pretend play again. I'll have to look at what I'm carrying very well. So children explore so many things, and those exploration help them to know better, forms their childhood memories, right? So allow your children to play, allow them to make mistakes. They will learn from it and become better. So if you are the type that don't want your children to make errors, you're not helping them. Allow them to explore, allow them, but when I say explore, I'm not saying that you should expose them to something that is higher than them. That was not what I said. I didn't say that. But within the confines of the home, within what they can handle, let them explore. Allow them to do some things by themselves so that they can learn, because those lessons will live with them longer than your words sometimes. Yes, 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 yes. If you are still here, say yes. The weather is getting dark here. It's about to rain, so I don't know. I think the picture quality will be dropping as well. And so if we don't have any contribution now, if we don't have any other person talking now, in the next 2 minutes, I'm going to end this live stream so that I can go and do some other things. I'll come back later in the evening. Tomorrow is Sunday. Tomorrow is service. Or maybe we'll go to, but the place is getting dark. Can you see me? If I get, my kitchen is a bit dark too because the weather is dark. It's looking like it's night. But it's not night, it's just after 5. So I'll be shutting down in the next 1 minute. Who just joined again? Just say hello to me. Just write in the chat hello. Let me know who is still here. Who do I still have here? Can you just say something in the chat box? The weather is really looking so dark. Okay, I have to go now. Thanks for joining. See you in my next live stream. Bye for now.